Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you my most complimented perfumes part 1 because I'm going to do a part 2 because I don't want to make an hour-long video, so I'm going to show you part 1 today. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe below and also leave a comment. That would help me a lot. I just started this channel, so I would love for you to be a lot on my channel here, and also follow me on Instagram because I'm also posting a lot of photos, outfit photos, makeup stuff, and of course perfume content. So let's get right into the video. As I said, I'm going to show you my most top complimented fragrances. Just a quick disclaimer, you don't need to buy perfumes based on compliments you get. You just need to buy perfumes that you love. But of course, there's always a plus when people tell you you smell good. Can we all agree that this is one of the best compliments that you can get? If you agree, let me know below. And also let me know below in the comments, what are your top fragrances that you get the most compliments for? So I try to make it quicker than the last time and I want to get right into it. So I'm going to start randomly. There's no specific order, but I'm going to start. The first I'm going to show you is the Rose d'Arabie Armani Privée. This one is actually quite a known fragrance. It has been it has been a staple in my collection. Well, no, that's not true. It actually was one of my first niche fragrances that I ever owned, and I have recently repurchased it, but I don't know if you can agree with it. Sometimes you have a fragrance that you remember you wore and you were obsessed with, and then you want to get it, and then you're like, it's very good, but like I'm not as obsessed as I used to be about it. So this is one of those. It is a beautiful fragrance. And I used to wear this in my early 20s, in my early career days, and I remember whenever I would take the bus, train, or whatever, like women would stop me actually and ask me what kind of perfume I'm wearing in the morning. It actually happened to me a few times a week when I was wearing this perfume. It's just, I mean, it's a stunning perfume. It is the name really describes it. Rose d'Arabie means very easy, the rose of Arabia, and there's a very Middle Eastern feel to it. It is an oudi fragrance, musky, very strong, but you can sense the rose. It is a beautiful mix. Rose fragrances are one of my favorites, and I don't like the classic rose. I love the rose with like vanilla, honey, oud, and there's something to the rose that makes it very feminine, and it kind of smells super elegant, sophisticated, and I always get compliments. It's very strong, so you have to be careful because you can put a lot on it, that's no problem, but you know, sometimes there's a difference between like filling a room with fragrance and making people nauseous. But yeah, you do you. The next fragrance that I'm going to show you is, let me go by the rose actually. So this fragrance, and you can tell I have used a lot a very lot of times. It is from Vancleef and Arpels, and it's Rose Velours, and it's from the collection Extraordinaire. And I tell you, this story of the perfume is funny because I've actually met a woman and we had a meeting and she was wearing a fragrance and I had to ask because the fragrance was so good, and it was actually this one that she was wearing and I immediately ordered it. Yeah, it's so stunning, and I think it discontinued. I've seen it they still sell it on other places, and when I did my research I actually see that they put another fragrance which is called, I think, Rose Rouge or something like that, and I don't know if that's the same, but they just changed the name. But why would they discontinue such a fragrance? It's one of my top fragrances to wear in winter. It's rose, there's honey in it. Velours, it's like suede. I think the velour in French is a material, and it is like the English word for suede. But it's really describing the scent. It's a rose that's like super soft and warm and cozy, that hugs you. And I also get a lot of compliments for it. In my fragrance reviews, when it comes to my own fragrances, I'm going to show you other fragrances I think are great, but maybe not for me personally. But I obviously love all fragrances that have a oudi, musky touch, that are like, for me, it's a mysterious, very very like expensive kind of smell. I really appreciate those smells, and this is definitely one. You can really pair it great also with like more of a herby fragrance. It's also a great one to layer, and I really keep it preciously because I only have this much. If I ever see it again, I will get it again. I will try to link it if I find it, but you should definitely try out Van Cleef and Arpels because their fragrances are actually amazing, and the prices are okay, I feel like, for the brand and also for the quality, because they last really long. Both of them have a really good longevity of on me. Just wanted to mention that. Then the next fragrance is actually one that is quite different from fragrances I own, and it is the Love by Kilian and Don't Be Shy. I've purchased this, and I must say that I have been influenced by TikTok because I've seen that this is the fragrance of Rihanna, and she obviously smells very good because a lot of people say that about her. So somewhere it came out that this was her fragrance, and I was like, if it's good for Rihanna, it must be good for me, but I wanted to try it anyways. And it's kind of, how can I explain it? Like, it's made out of luxurious marshmallows that cost £200 and mixed with some powdery, I would say, what is it? Vanilla, maybe another flower. Yeah, it's a very sweet fragrance, and it's like, is there maybe some bergamot in it? It's very difficult to like, I will anyways put the note as always, but there's definitely marshmallow in there, and it's very sweet, but still it's very you know, it's not like an aggressive smell, like kind of sweet smell. It's a very soft, powdery, lingering smell, if you want it. And when I wear this, I get compliments. Yeah, I would say this is also a going out perfume. This is a perfume if you love sweet perfumes, but you don't want to smell too sweet. I wouldn't say, honestly, I love this. I wouldn't repurchase it. How do I say that? I think it's an amazing fragrance. I love to wear it, but for me to repurchase a fragrance, it has definitely to be my top 10. It has to be like a fragrance that I don't want to live without because it means a lot to me, and this one is beautiful. I love to wear it, and I think a lot of people will adore it because not everyone has the same taste. If you want to upgrade from, like, let's say, a designer fragrance that you love and is very sweet, let's say for example Opium, Yves Saint Laurent, Libre, like these kind of fragrances that, you know, sometimes can be a bit too much, then this probably is up your alley if you want to start, but it's kind of pricey. So yeah, but I get a lot of compliments on that. Then the next one, how can we not add this one in the collection of the most complimented? It's the Baccarat Rouge 540 Eau de Parfum. There's also Eau d'Extrait, so you have to be very careful. Try both of them because sometimes I see people promote the perfume, but they actually have the Extrait. The Extrait is red bottle and the perfume is this see-through bottle. The difference between Extrait and perfume is the main difference basically is that in an Extrait, the concentration of the perfume oil is higher and therefore should obviously last more, but obviously also is more expensive because there's more perfume in it. I got the perfume and I agree, it's an outstanding fragrance because a lot of people love it. Do I really think that it's worth £300? The longevity is amazing, the quality is amazing, but now that a lot of people know about it and a lot of people wear it, I personally feel like the value for me decreased a little bit. I'm normally not the type that say because a lot of people have it, I don't have it. But when it comes to the fact that you pay a lot of money for it, you know, I don't know. But I think, I just don't know anyone that doesn't like this perfume. And it smells super expensive. And what I love, I feel like it smells different on everyone. It's an amazing fragrance. I've actually, in my first video, go check it out, I've actually showed you a dupe that's 29 francs, Swiss francs, pounds, dollars, you have to check. And of course it's not 100% the same, but I feel like from all the dupes that I've smelled, the ones I showed you smells the most similar. And yeah, I love it. It's still one of my top 10 and definitely one of the most longest lasting fragrances. Then the next one I'm gonna show you is a proudly Swiss brand. It's called Mizensir Perfect Oud, and it's created by Alberto Morillas. It's this one. It is a 100 ml. Yeah. And I've also used it quite a lot. I love this fragrance so much. It's I think it's one of my top 4 fragrances. It's an oud, perfect oud. Mizensir actually does a lot of different ouds, and they make amazing perfumes, very luxurious. They have different ouds, like I said, so you can try them out. What I love about them, you can also order samples, so you can try them out, and they also do hand disinfectants. How do you call it? Why, when I always want to talk about something that I forget the word, it's crazy. Hand sanitizer. They also make hand sanitizer with oud perfume, so you can have your chic hand sanitizer on the go. I'm definitely gonna get one. I say this since a long time, but I'm gonna get one. This perfume is just divine. Like, I fell in love with this perfume the moment I smelled it. And yeah, it's a oud, but this oud is special because it's not the overpowering oud. Oud is beautiful, but sometimes it can be a lot, and sometimes when a perfume is too much, we have difficulties perceiving all of the different juices in the perfume. This one, it's, how do I explain this? I always say expensive, but I only own expensive perfume. I only own perfumes that smell expensive because what is the point? When you go somewhere, you want to perceive as luxurious. Oh, she's wearing something on another level. That's what we want. At least I want that. No, but it's just super elegant. Yeah, this is super elegant. This perfume is just sophisticated. It's majestic, in my opinion. It has a very... This is a perfume that when you smell it, you feel like, it's quite strong, but then when you put it on your skin, it actually adapts really beautifully to your skin. I love to pair this with the Laura Mercier Vanilla Body Lotion. It's a beautiful combination, and it's just one that you can also easily wear here around. Let me tell you, I don't think that there are rules for perfume. I feel like whenever you love a perfume, wear it. But if we talk about like the Western situation, like a lot of people don't know about oud, or they're not familiar with like Middle Eastern perfumes. But it's a great way to introduce them to some if you wear an amazing perfume like this. And it's also a perfume that lingers on your clothes, and I get a lot of compliments for that. I always add perfume to my clothes because I just feel like it's also lasting longer, and this also smells the next day. I love that when you wear, like we wear a jumper, for example, and you're like, ah yeah, it's really beautiful. This is actually a perfume that I keep very precious in my collection because for me it's a perfect oud, like it says, because it is perfect in the sense of it gives you a oud smell, but at the same time it's very classy. Exactly, that's the word I was looking for, a classy oud fragrance. If you're elegant, you want a classy oud, get your head on this one. Also, I just want to say that this is very unisex, so it's not particularly sweet. So if you're looking for very sweet oud, maybe this one is not for you. And the last one I'm going to show you is probably my favorite fragrance. I don't want to say favorite because it makes me feel like I neglect my others. But it's probably one of my top 3. I've worn this since 1 year and I've loved this fragrance. I get compliments on this fragrance on a daily when I wear it, and a lot of people ask me what my signature scent is. I mean, it depends on the mood. Like if I'm in the mood to, you know, go out, if I'm in the mood to have a dinner, if I'm in the mood just to have like a stroll, I will always put a lot of perfume. Not a lot, but like I will always want to smell good. It doesn't matter for me. Something more casual, I always want to smell on point. But this one I would definitely repurchase because I would say that this is one of my signature scents, and it's the Contre Moi by Louis Vuitton. I was actually taken by surprise because it's more on the sweet side, and I'll tell you how I found it. So when traveling was not restricted, we went to Canada, and we made a stop at Heathrow, and just walking around, and I saw that I knew that Louis Vuitton has launched perfumes, but I never gotten the chance to actually smell them. I think that there are designer fragrances that just smell amazing because obviously they use the most experienced perfumers, and Louis Vuitton is definitely one of those. Their perfumes are on another level. Let's talk about their bottles. How sophisticated and beautiful are these, and the packaging. And I have to tell you, when I watch YouTube reviews, a lot of people talk about the bottle. I can tell you, I couldn't care less about the bottle. I don't really care because I have my perfumes displayed, but not in a way that I wanted for people to see it, because perfumes are best hold where it's cool, where there's not a lot of sunlight, so I want to make sure my perfume lasts the longest. But of course, it's nice when there's a beautiful bottle, and I noticed it. I actually love the design, and I think it's simple, beautiful, and also they come 100 ml, which is a great size. So let me tell you about something. When people tell me I don't want to go into niche fragrances because they're too expensive, a lot of times when you buy designer fragrance, how big is it? It's like 30 ml, 50 ml, probably also 100 ml. Most of the times you buy 50 ml, which is $100. So this one was 100 ml and it was $215. So it's a very, like, I think it's a really good price for the amount that you get, and I'm wearing this a lot, you can tell. Now, coming to the fragrance itself, this is a vanilla, but I'm telling you, the most sophisticated vanilla, the most elegant vanilla, and the most classiest vanilla that I have come across. I just love this. It's so, like, how do I, okay, so it's something that I would see a first lady wearing, actually. It is a Hiram fragrance, but in a good way. Do you know the kind of women that dress really elegantly, that go into a room, that have like a super soft hair, that like wear like something, I don't know, very classy, and everyone turns around and sees the woman and admires the woman, but she's still not here like snapping the fingers. She's very discreet, but you can't help but notice her because she's so beautiful in the way she carries herself. That's the perfume. I love this perfume. I will definitely repurchase it, and it has amazing longevity. Just want to spray because I love it so much. Yeah, I love this perfume. This is one of my most loved perfumes ever, and to whoever made this perfume, I've actually looked up, but I forgot the name. Congratulations for this masterpiece, because it is just, it's my favorite Louis Vuitton fragrances, and they do great fragrances. And I've also checked, so basically I think the vanilla is from Madagascar, so they made sure that the vanillas are different. It just blends perfectly. You need to check it out if you love vanilla, but it is really powdery, so if you're not into powdery fragrances, then, you know, this might not for you, but this was probably my favorite one. Okay, like I said, if you have any subjects that you want me to talk about, like in terms of perfumes or anything else, please let me know in the comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Put the ring bell button on. Is that what it says? Yeah, I think. Yeah, and if you share my YouTube channel, that would be even more great. Also follow me on Instagram and let me know whether you like this video.